Dun. Hey everybody, and by everybody, nobody, because no one's in this live stream right now, I think. Let me make a quick announcement that I'm live streaming. Hey everyone, live streaming right now. Pav, hey. Nice, got one viewer. Just a second. I think some more people will show up once I drop a quick Discord announcement. Streaming, Deckbuilder. Yeah, thanks for popping in. Awesome. Thank you, Pav. I will keep up the good work. Okay, I made an announcement on Discord. Maybe some more people will file in, but I'll kind of go over what the plan is for today. So this past week, I've done basically nothing. I just been playing tons of Minecraft. And so I've got like barely any progress since my last devlog, when usually I would have like a whole week's worth of work. Hey Aloe, welcome to the stream. Hey everybody. Welcome in. I just woke up. It's 9:30 where I am right now. So I don't know where everyone else is, but good morning or evening or anything. Zoe, hey, yeah, you caught a stream. Nice. Yeah, this week, this time, this stream rather, I'm gonna be working on the game. Let's see what we have so far. So the plan for today is to create a game loop. So right now, let's see, what do we have? We just have the combat. Wait, why is the font all messed up? Oh god, okay, we have lots to do this stream. Hey, Ibu does cringe. Welcome to the stream. Hey everybody, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, so the plan is to work on this game some more. I barely had any progress done this week because I was playing so much Minecraft. I was playing on the Playdate Squad Discord server, and it was yeah, it's so addicting. The splash card intro is very cool. Yeah, that's gonna be the transition. I'll talk about that in a bit once I get into the development and stuff. Yeah, so I made so I had this idea for, where is this? Maybe I can pull it up. I had this idea for like a transition. I want it to be like I'm doing this like hand drawn style, right? And I want it to be like you're drawing over the screen. And I worked on that. I'll go over, let's see, source, assets, images, UI, this one. Let's see, import 440. Yeah, so I create this sort of a swipe transition. Let's turn this up 50. No, faster. 20. I made this sort of drawing animation. I thought that'd be cool as like a every I don't know if you guys notice, every game I try to do a different transition. And this is the one for this game. It's like you're drawing. So that's kind of cool. Anyways, other stuff I worked on was what else did I work on? Oh, I changed everything to a 3-frame animation. So there's that. And there were some comments about on my last devlog about that, but yeah, that's pretty much all I worked on. So there's lots to do today. So Quendel asks, "Hey, do you think a 2D horror game can be scary?" Oh, yeah, I don't know. I had the same thought as you. I really want to try making a horror game for the Playdate. I think that'd be very cool. But we'll see. I think it's possible. I think if you can do so what's that one game? It's like called Faith or something? The Unholy Trinity. this one. Isn't this kind of 2D-ish? Yeah, this is 2D. Isn't this kind of scary? They have like this really cool rotoscoped, like these cutscenes. They're pretty freaky. I think it's possible. Like I think this game did it basically. Yeah, I mean this is pretty creepy. Yeah. Yeah, so Grim Home said that they tried making a game. Anything can be scary, just needs the right atmosphere. Yeah, I think if you do the sound design, I think would be even more important. And I think you can really make use of like cutscenes and jump scares and stuff. Yeah, I'm really curious. I mean, like, that's creepy. That's yeah, you can totally do it. It's just way harder. I think it's way easier in 3D. So, but you actually have to be like, I mean, people are creative in 3D, but like sometimes in 3D you can just have like just one scary creature that's like slightly off screen with like a jump scare, and then it's already scary. So yeah, that was a good question. So let's see. Yeah, right. So the plan for today is to make a game loop. So basically, the only thing that I have going on right now is you can fight the enemies, but once the enemies die, I haven't tested it, but I think the game crashes or something happens. Nothing, maybe nothing happens. But the goal is to make it so you can defeat enemies and then move on to the next level, and then it'll spawn new enemies, and so on and so forth. So that's what I'm going to try to do today. That's pretty important. It's not always the most interesting part of development, but there's some interesting like ideas around like how to structure your data and everything to make sure everything works. So let's do that. First things first, I need to fix this. What I need to fix, the font thing is not working for some reason. Graphics, maybe I need to move it up here. Let's try this. So Gotcha Story says, how come you use import instead of require? So the Playdate SDK is a little bit special because they changed changed it. They made their own thing called import instead of require. So this is actually this is not a Lua based thing. It's Playdate SDK, and import works differently than require. So how they have it set up is for import, any duplicate imports are just thrown away. They don't do anything. So all the duplicates are combined basically. And it makes it so you don't have to import everything into each file. Yeah, so I'm sure there's some reason why they created their own system. It definitely makes it a lot easier, but yeah. So if you try using import outside of the Playdate SDK, I don't think it will work. Okay. Let's see if the font changes. So yeah, again, this is like I'm trying to do this thing where it's more of a what do you call it? Like an office hours thing. So you can ask questions, of course, about anything around development. Anything is fine. Yeah, I love answering questions. So okay, so the font is still not working. I see what the issue is. I think the font gets reset every time you change to a new scene, which is quite strange, and I think that's a Noble Engine decision. Graphics that maybe there's let's go to the Noble Engine. Let's see. Oh, see, noble.text .set font. Okay, maybe I need to do that one. Noble .text .set font. Okay, and I think in okay, let's try this. Yeah, so again, I'm working with the Noble engine for this game. It's a little bit interesting with how they do some of the things. I'm still trying to figure it out. Okay, yeah, that works. Maybe I can move this back down here. What else do I need to do? So the font, that works. I think the title scene I actually want to do. Oh, I see. So the transition was wrong. Let me get the transition right. Okay, that works. And then, okay, here we go. Yeah, I think that transition looks pretty good. It's pretty smooth. I may tweak it a bit in the future, but it works so far. Yeah, it looks nice. Okay, so let me highlight what the issue is right now. So I think, so let's kill some of these guys and then pass the turn. And then, yeah, see. Yeah, so I've killed all the enemies and the game has crashed. So we need to somehow do something about that. Okay, so let me go over my plan. Where is this? There's this game called Gun Rounds by this guy called Blabber F. And it's very cool. And there's... Let me see if I can pull up the level thing. See, Gun Rounds. I have the game. Itch. Library. All right, I'll show you guys real quick what my plan is. So this game's called Gun Rounds. It's pretty sweet. It's on mobile as well. And right here. Oh, shoot. Wait, let me... I'll take a screenshot when this shows up. So it's a game where you like click and drag. I really like how simplistic everything is. Oh shoot, I died. Wait, I forgot to block. Wait, let's try this again. Let's see. Okay, here it is. Okay, I got it. So the goal is to make something like this. I really like the simplicity of this level selection. So it just shows what world you're in, right? And then it points an arrow to what level you're on. And then basically you have to go through 4 different levels. And then there's a free chest, and then there's a shop. So I'm going to have something like this. There's going to be like multiple different worlds. I'm just going to copy that straight up. And then, honestly, I'm just going to copy this, I think. So maybe there'll be like multiple enemies. I'm thinking possibly having an elite enemy at the end is an option, but I still have to think about it. And then there'll be a shop as well. And then also there's like campfires that exist in Slay the Spire. And those you can like either heal or upgrade your cards and stuff. So that's like an option for something I could do, maybe instead of the chest. And then there's also an option. So in Slay the Spire, let's see, let's pull this up. Slay the Spire map. So in Slay the Spire, you can choose your route. So that's pretty common in these sort of roguelike deck building games. But I did mention that I wanted to simplify things, so that's also an option to just get rid of the selection and have it automatically go to the next thing and not have you choose your route. But that is definitely it is an interesting gameplay mechanic because you have to strategize sort of differently when you have different routes. So Aloe asks, would it be hard to implement the branching paths? I don't know. I don't think it'd be hard necessarily. It'd be okay, medium. Um, but yeah, it's just extra development time and also um, and also yeah, there's like some added complexity with that and some balancing you have to do with like the paths and stuff, how to randomly generate it in a good way. Yeah, I'll be thinking through those things. I'll try with this first, and then we can always change it out later. So Kevin asked, weird question, but how big would you say the sprites for the characters should be? In general, there's this nice bit of documentation called Designing for the Playdate that you can find on the Playdate development website. I think if you go to play.date, and then you go to dev, and then you go to Designing for the Playdate right here. It sort of tells you some thoughts. It gives you like guidelines for what size sprites should be. So the panic recommendation is that the player sprite should be somewhere around 32 by 32 pixels. So this is, I guess this is 16 by 16. It's kind of small. You could use like large characters, like I'm doing large characters as well. I found 32 by 32 is good. You can get away with 24 by 24. 16 by 16 is pretty small, but it depends on what type of game, because sometimes it's not as important about knowing where your character is as much. But there are some accessibility concerns. If for those who are visually impaired, it might be kind of harder to see smaller sprites. I try to think about that as well. Hey Amaki, welcome to the stream. Yeah, so today we're just working on more development on my game. So I was talking about this right before, but basically I'm working on the progression. So after you defeat the enemies, I think the game crashes. So I need to fix that and then kick you out to like a level screen. That shows you like what level you're going to go to next. I'm planning on having it something like gun rounds. So it'll just be very simple. We'll see how far we can get. So let's see. So I'm trying to do something where I'm using the noble GameData object. I'm not quite sure how this is going to work, but we'll do our best. Okay, so where is this? The game scene expects 3 things. So it needs the deck, it needs the player health, and then it needs the player max health. So I decoupled it this way because essentially the game scene has no idea about what the current state of the game is. And when you pass these 3 things in, then it'll just set up. It'll have enough information about what it needs to set up the scene. So that makes it so you can like call the game scene from any situation. So it makes it easy. I think I'll need to add in a list of enemies possibly as well. But we'll deal with that later. So when you play the game, I think I need to set some of those values. Let's see. Okay, so Zoe asks, how do you stay motivated? Just by keeping games short? Yeah, that's a great question. Yeah, that's part of it. So I always tell myself that I think like the main thing for my motivation is it's like a sort of a North Star goal. So my goal is I want to quit my job and be able to do this full time and be able to travel, spend more time with my wife and stuff, and be financially independent. And that's a very strong motivator. So anytime I feel unmotivated, I'm like, oh, if I can finish this game and put out a video, I can get more views and get more subscribers. Therefore, I can increase my monthly revenue from YouTube enough, and that will get me closer to being able to be a full-time game developer and YouTuber. So that's a pretty strong motivator. What's my revenue like from YouTube? Yeah, I can break that down. So I actually share that every month on my Twitter. So if you check my Twitter, I like post every month. So actually, I'm gonna make a post today about an update to this. But I'm very, very transparent with my metrics. So last month I made $1,717 in revenue, and over the lifetime of my YouTube channel, I've been at it for a year and 4 months. I made $9,470. And so, let's see. I also have let me pull up. I have a spreadsheet for this. YouTube revenue growth. Okay, so here's a spreadsheet. So here's a breakdown of my revenue sources. So you can see the game sales and Patreon are about equal, and book sales and YouTube AdSense. So that's the money I get directly from YouTube is about the same. And yeah, I haven't wrote down this month, but Core Fault sales did pretty well. Let me show this real quick. I think this might be interesting. And so gross revenue, we made $1,800, but HIO takes a cut, and then also there's some payment processors stuff from Stripe, so that gets cut. And I'm splitting it 50-50 with Dave. Yeah, but I'll write an update on my Twitter about this month's. I think this month might be my highest earning month. So yeah, it's been going well. Great question. So Grimhome asks, I've been learning Love2D as a way to grasp Lua. Yeah, great plan. I did that as well. I know Love2D and SDK are different, but could I use this as a way to make my games cross-platform? So I think you could. I'm not sure what the back end of it would look like. I think there's some sort of thing we can make sort of bindings. You would make some, like, you would write it in one way. So either you would write the code in Love2D, or using the Playdate SDK, or like your own language of choice. And basically you would create some sort of translator. So it would take any sort of like, let me pull this up. Love2D documentation. Let's see, wiki. Let's see. So Love has this love.graphics, right? And then, so love.graphics has a circle. And then in the SDK, there's equivalent operation called playdate.graphics.draw circle at point. So you would have to go with every single function that you would use, you would have to create some sort of translation. Oh, okay. How do I translate this love.graphics.circle into playdate.graphics.draw circle at point, XY radius? Yeah, so it gets sort of complicated. I think there might be someone working on, I don't know if someone's doing a Love2D SDK one. I think I kind of heard someone doing that, but I think it's kind of a lot of work because you have to write translations for everything. But it's totally possible. Yeah. So, but I'm not really sure how. I've never done anything quite like that. Okay, back to development. What was I doing? Okay, so there's a level scene. So I need to make this thing. And oh yeah, we're doing the game data. So let's do it like this. So originally I was storing it like this directly into the class as properties, but I think I'm going to try to use the GameData module and the Noble engine. So I think you can do, let's see, GameData.get. Okay. Okay. So okay, Noble dot GameData dot set, and then we can set the deck. Okay, so I think I created a temporary deck here. Let's see. Card list. Deck. Okay. I'll copy that and put it here. Temp values. So this is just creating a random deck. And then, so we can do noble.GameData.set deck to equal this. And then noble. So this is at the start of the game. This is in the title screen. So I think eventually I want to have some sort of character selection. And I think it'd be really cool to have different classes, kind of like Slay the Spire. I had some ideas for like hero powers in Hearthstone. So Hearthstone hero power. So like this in Hearthstone, you have this like sort of 2 mana spell that you always have available to you, and it's like it's kind of expensive for what it is. So for example, usually the value of these things is 0 mana. So a 1/1 creature in Hearthstone is usually worth about 0 mana, but it's 2 mana, but the thing is, it's always available. So there's like sort of a trade off, and I think it'd be cool because there's kind of a cool risk reward you can do where you have to decide, okay, do I use this sort of weaker ability that I always have available because I have to use it, or there's some strategy around whether to use it and save your mana for something else. So I might do something like that, but we'll see. That could be a cool twist. Let's see, and it's a GameData.set. What else do we need to set? Let me move this over here actually. So player max health needs to be set to, I'll set to 40. And then player health I'll also set to 40. I'll put it in the variable so we can share this. Here, max health. Oh, there's a cool, so if you're working in VS Code, you can, this is sort of common in modern day text editors, but you can select multiple lines. So you can see I can edit it multiple lines at once. This is pretty useful because sometimes you have like, these are the same thing. So you can do Alt-Shift and select multiple lines as well. And sometimes you rename a variable, so then you need to like add it onto that. So that's pretty useful. Quick tip. And then let's see. Level world set to 1. Oh yeah, Command D as well. So Charles mentioned, yeah, you can duplicate lines as well. I always forget because this stuff is like I use it so often I forget like what's a shortcut or not. Okay, so transition, game scene. Okay. So I think I actually want to transition to the level scene. Okay, and then currently there's nothing going on right now in the level. But I think we can add let's see, input handler. A button down. Let's do. Let's transition here. Double that transition. Game scene. So Suresh says he has a question, or they have a question rather. Yeah, ask away. Let's see. So we transitioned from the level scene to the game scene. And I believe in the game scene, we need to get data about this. So I don't think we need to take in any parameters rather. And I think we can, so local player max health equals, what was where's this? Null GameData dot get. Get. Charles Hughes says Squid impresses me with his gender awareness. Most of my I think like 90-something% of my viewers are male though, so I think it's a safe bet. Local player health, game data, get player health, and local deck equals get. Okay. Let's get rid of these. Okay, this should work, maybe. Let's try this out. So what I expect to happen is we go to the title screen, okay, and then we click play, and nothing happens. Oh my goodness. It's okay. Not the first. Oh, geez. Yeah, what the heck? It should be. Yeah, wait, isn't that right? Noble.transition, level scene. Oh, wait, level. Isn't that right? What am I doing wrong? Play. Function. Play. Okay. New scene is not callable. Oh, geez. What did I do wrong? Let's see. Noble.transition. Oh, did I forget to put a time? No, I did that. Noble.transition. So Sharash asks, you know the Playdate setup video, and that video is opening template, but the Playdate not opening template directly. Okay. Yeah, I think if you put the question in one comment, it'd be easier for me to understand what you're saying. I think I'm a little bit confused. Okay, back to this. Let's see. Noble.transition. I swear I'm doing it right. Kaliga says hi. Transition type. Did I not import? Oh, I didn't import it. Is that why? I think that's it. Ah, jeez. Okay. Levels, level scene. Okay, I think that's it. Okay, well. happens all the time. And it's not, whoa, what the heck? Why did it not do it immediately? That is very strange. You know what? I think it has something to do with this. So there's a weird quirk. Self.menu. Activate. Let's try this. So I like Pig says hi. Hi. Suresh says when we go in VS Code, when we press Control B, then Playdate not opening template. Let's just open the Playdate simulator. If that's the case, there might be an error message if you in like here down somewhere here that might tell you an issue. Usually there's like that's a result of like maybe there's an error. And there's an error message. And also, you should double check your environment variables as well. Yeah, that's all. And just double check everything that you're doing correctly. If you follow the video exactly, you shouldn't have any issues. But I would just say double check. I don't know. I don't know the specifics of what the setup is like, unfortunately. So I can't be much more help than that. But I think that's all I can say without having more context, unfortunately. Okay, let's see. Sorry I couldn't help you more. Let's try it like this. Okay, yeah, that was the issue. Okay, that's very strange. I don't know how that exactly that works, but okay. So this is the level scene, and then now we're in the game scene. Okay, so that works. Okay, that works. So our next goal is to. So right now we're going from the title screen to the level screen to the game screen, and then when all the enemies are defeated, we want to go back to the game scene and also save the data that we have. Okay, good plan. So game scene is here. And how do we check if all the enemies have died? The enemy manager, maybe? So enemy manager, damage enemy. Okay. So table.remove. Okay, so if the length of self.enemies is 0, then what we want to do is call some sort of function on the game scene manager, enemies defeated. Okay. I have not implemented this function method yet, but I will currently do that now. So, game state. So I'm keeping track of the states. Where are these here? Enemies defeated. Okay. So function game scene enemies defeated. Defeated. So self.state, we'll set the state to some enemies defeated state. Okay. And then something will happen. We'll transition. Noble.transition I think eventually I'll need to show some results like pop up or something, but let's do it like this for now. So level scene. Type dot draw. And then I think here we need to save the game state. Okay. And okay, so Clerpy says, do you have any stake in the Playdate or are you just a fan? Did I have a stake in the Playdate? Yeah, I wish. I wish I had some stock. I mean, I couldn't even. They're a private Panic's a private company. But yeah, I'm just a fan. I'm a huge fan. I suppose there is some financial incentive in a sense where the more I make Playdate content and more people know about Playdate content, then the more people who get Playdates and the more people who can buy my games and also, pay for things like the Patreon and stuff. Though that is a very slow, yeah, I mean, it's not very efficient. Yeah, it's more that the bigger incentive is the more I share about this sort of stuff and also make tutorials and everything, then the more people are inspired to make games, and then I have more games to play on the Playdate. So honestly, that's way more of a driving factor for me. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, so Suresh says that but builds are building in the builds folder template. Okay, if that's the case, then I don't think you're copying everything over. You have to make sure you have all the VS Code, this .vs Code file, everything. Just when you create a new project, you need to just replace this source folder. Yeah. And 3D FPS game. Yeah, I definitely want to make some sort of 3D FPS game for the Playdate. There's been some work done on that end. So look at this. This is cool, right? I mean, this is just this is open source, I think, unlicensed license. So honestly, anyone can just take this. This has been worked on by the Mediocritist and Eric Lewis. Someone can just take this and build on top of it. I definitely want to try that someday. Okay. Okay. Well, where was my train of thought? So the enemies are defeated, but I think there's some error that could happen. So where can damage enemy be called? Damage enemy. Single target damage. Play card. Okay. Hand play card. On play. Okay, I think this might work. Let's try this. Wait, what do I... There's something else I need to do. Level scene. No, game scene. Here, save the game state. Oh, this is another tip for VS Code. Oh, you want the link to that? Let's see, Wolf. Here we go. Oh, it's hard to stream and code at the same time. I feel like I'm losing my... It's easy to lose your train of thought. Okay, so I was saving my game state. Oh yeah, another tip. Here's what I did. So if you press Control P, and you can directly go to a file. So this is really useful. It was super annoying having to click. Yeah, that's the best way to do it for sure. So let's do this. Game scene. Game data set. So deck should stay the same. I think the max health should stay the same. But the health should be set to self.player, and I think the player health. Let's just do it like this. Self.player. No, let's get a getter. Heal, get mana. Function, player, get health. Return self.health. So there's this sort of concept in called getters and setters where, so you could get the health by doing this, or you can create some sort of wrapper method that returns the health like this. And the reason you might want to do this second version is because maybe sometime in the future you want to add some sort of extra functionality. Maybe the health, maybe before you get the health, you need to do some sort of transformation on it. I don't anticipate I'll need to do it for the health, but that's like maybe something to think about. Okay, so player health. This should not be updated, I think. Level scene. Oh, you know what? I think okay, somehow the level needs to be incremented. But I'm not sure where to do that. Let's see. Okay, that's fine. Let's not worry about that for now. Okay, let's try this. Let's just try it. So what we should see happen is we load up into the title scene first, and then if I click play, this is the level select screen, which eventually will look something like this. And then we press A, and then it loads us into the game. And then we kill some baddies. Okay, that works. But if you notice, the enemies didn't animate off screen. I'll create a delay. Okay, that was really close. Let's see. That was really close. What do we want to do? Enemies defeated. Maybe that delay timer. See timer dot perform. Let's do this. Okay. Okay, so we load into the title screen. Charles Hugh says, do you write tests or just manually check things over and over? Oh god, yeah, I definitely manually check things over and over. Yeah, I don't know. I can't be bothered to write tests. Yeah. Is that bad? Possibly. Okay, so there's an issue. Attempt to index a local value enemy placement. Oh, it's an issue with the reticle. Let's see, reticle. 54. Oh. Let's create a check here. I think what happens is there's no enemies left. And so this the get placement method indexes 0 and returns nil. So then we'll just do it like this. So Suresh asks, builds delete automatically or no? Yeah, builds delete automatically. So Charles says, I mentioned there isn't a great end-to-end test suite for Playdate, so you may have no other choice at a certain level. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure I can do something. I can at least do unit tests. I can... Yeah, that's just cope. That's cope, that's cope. Okay, so that's really close. The reticle's not animating out though. Let's see. Oh, you know what? I can't do this. How do I do this in a whatever? Let's screw elegance. If not enemy placement, and target X equals. Oh shoot. Self.x. Okay. Here we go. Whatever. I don't care about elegant code. LERP is a great function name. Yeah, I mean, I wish I came up with that. Global crank tick. Oh. I didn't test the cranking thing. Oh, geez, what is this? I copied this code from somewhere else. Is there something? Where is this? Input. Crank. Oh, you can't get great crank ticks like we're using the input handler. Okay, I think I have to do this local. Yeah. Clerpy says screw elegance relatable. Yeah, and Charles says I care too much about elegance usually. And I get so much more done if I didn't. Yeah, I was like that before too. But yeah, honestly at some point, so there's this I thought it was a very interesting point by this one developer called the Fluffy Potato. He does like pie game development. And he talked about, so I think when you work in a professional environment, you think a lot about tech debt, right? Because you're thinking about like, oh, how do we support this, for years to come. But then in games, it's kind of different because I don't like. In a way, it's like the a tech debt is only debt if you have to pay it off, right? And if you don't have to pay it off, it's like it's like the PPE loan. You you get it forgiven in a sense. So sometimes it's like, am I ever gonna touch this again? If not, then maybe it's okay to just kind of write it in a bad, clunky way that's not very maintainable or extensible. Because I think the issue for me a lot of times with game development is like the most important currency is like your motivation, rather than like anything else. It's like, because it's so hard to finish a game. You have to manage this like external thing that like you don't really have to think about otherwise. Whereas like what is actually going to motivate me most to actually finish this game, and the best thing is you can always go back and refactor, and it's not too difficult. And yeah, and it's like and like basically 90 something percent of the cases, I write like some crappy bit of code and I never touch it again. I mean, if you think about it, like, let's say, yeah, some like, for example, this what I just, I mean, this is not terrible or anything, but let's say I wrote some really bad code, which I'm sure I have, somewhere in here. But this is like the reticle that shows up when you're selecting enemy. it's so short. I'm never gonna touch this again, probably. And if I do, I can just sort of like hack together something, and it's gonna be good enough. So there's no point in making it like if it's easy to do, then just do it. If I think too much about it, whatever, just get it done. Yeah. So Suresh says, how long does stream go? Usually, maybe an hour and a half ish. Let's see. Yeah. So it seems like people agree. But yeah, definitely good enough is better than perfect. Just rewrite it and call it a remaster. Yeah. So it's especially true with game development because with sort of when you're coding in industry and you're working with like coworkers and stuff and like it's so different because like people actually care a lot about the quality of the code because that's sort of like sometimes when if something breaks in production for like a business use case, then it's actually like it's sort of an issue because it could affect like someone's like product, which affects like the bottom line and everything. But for game development, if something's like a bug, someone's like it's just like a little thing while they're playing a game, is the consequences, the stakes are not as high in a sense. And players don't care about your code quality at all. They just care about the game. But not that it's an excuse to write bad code. I definitely want to write better code. I've been looking a lot into like Jonathan Blow is kind of, I'd say he's very abrasive, but some of the stuff he says is kind of interesting about what his philosophy on like code quality these days. And it got me thinking more about like how I should write better or cleaner code and stuff. Yeah, I made a big mistake with core fault because I wrote it in a very object oriented manner when I feel like I should have done it in a more data oriented approach, and I think that affected the performance a lot. But I'll think about that for my next like performance heavy game. Andre says I'll rewrite it at some point to push it to another platform. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I don't know about it. We'll see how this game turns out. Okay. As I see, back to this. So Balesbury says abrasive is interesting to say misogynist. Oh, I don't know about that. Is he a misogynist? I'm sorry, I'm not very informed on this sort of stuff, so maybe I shouldn't be making. I've only listened to some clips of him like talking about his thoughts on the state of software development, but I didn't realize that he's kind of controversial. I'm not very informed, so I'm sorry about that. Yeah. Let's see. What do I want to do? Oh yeah, let's test the reticle thing. Did I rebuild this? So, okay, so we're in the title screen. So this is a level scene, very empty. And then we go to the game scene. Let's defeat these mobs. Let's see. Nice, I have lethal. Oh, you know what? I forgot to do this. Yeah, I'm still accessing it here. Oh, jeez. I hate when I have to do this. Oh, no, this works. Okay, let's do it like this. Okay, so if enemy placement, then okay, that's not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, one more time. This should be it. 8. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, there you go. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, yeah. So it goes back to level screen, and I press A again. It should bring me back, and this time I have less health. Okay, so I think everything is sort of working in the game loop. Yeah, I'm trying to think what to do next. So QP asks, "Hey, how are you? I'm doing well. I did I did not make a lot of progress this week because I was playing so much Minecraft, so much Minecraft. The Playdate Squad Discord server, they started a Minecraft server, and I've been sucked in. I played so much Minecraft when I was younger. It's so addicting. Yeah. So I did a bunch. I streamed last week, but I got a lot done between last week and this week. Maybe I should do a world tour, Minecraft world tour, or house tour. Thoughts? Let's see. I got into programming and stuff because like Minecraft Redstone and everything. MTV Cribs, yeah. Yeah, like I remember my first bit of coding, part of it was like trying to make a mod for Minecraft. And I remember like just following a Java tutorial verbatim and not understanding anything about how that worked. So Spectre asks, "Hello, how are you? I'm doing well. Thanks for asking." Yeah, make a Minecraft 2D clone for the Playdate. Oh, I definitely want to. So the pulp crap thing I made for pulp was kind of a short little demo thing, but I think it'd be really cool to expand on that and make more like a full survival crafting game. There's so many ideas for games that I want to make. So little time. I need to get this one done. Okay, yeah, let's just focus. Let's take it step by step. Yeah, guys, there's so many games I want to make. It's hard. Yeah, but that's what separates like hobbyists from game developers. Is just like actually sticking to something and finishing it. So I'll try to do that to the best of my ability. So the level thing. So next thing I want to do is actually get this drawn on screen. So how do I want to do this? Let's mock up something in Sprite actually. 240. So we'll create a background layer. So farmlands 1. I'm trying to think of like, I don't want to copy this exactly, but this like format is it's so clean. What else is there to improve on this? I don't know. That's a problem with this sort of inspiration stuff. I just want to do the same exact thing. Let's see. Forest. Okay, so we can have some text here. Oh wait, I don't want to do it on the same layer. Forest. Shoot. Forest. So Kevin says you can give the player options after defeating all the enemies. So maybe present 3 rooms and the player chooses which room to go. Yeah, that would be cool. Oh, like... Oh. Yeah, that's a good... I didn't think about it that way, because I've always been thinking about it in the context of, where is it? The Slay the Spire map? Slay the Spire. And the problem with this approach is the drawing of this is kind of not like super complex, but a little bit having to like draw all the paths and everything and the scrolling. God, I hate the scrolling. I did that for Gladiator. I don't know why. It was just kind of annoying having to implement that. But having like 3 pop-up options would be cool. But I don't know. I don't know if I want to do it at the end of the game scene or at the beginning of the level scene. Okay, I'll think about that. And have a counter into the final boss of the area. Oh, counter. So you're saying that you don't. I think it would be cool to have You'd have a. So then you'd have like 3 choices for things that you want, like for options that you want to do, and then those would all animate out, and then something like this would animate in. I think I don't want a counter. I like the elegance of the icons, but that's not a bad idea. So let's see. Spectre says the problem with Minecraft is that the map is infinite and does not end, and it cannot be turned into a map 2D. Well, you don't have to have an infinite map per se. It can just be. It could just be like an island. I know, what is that? Minecraft. I mean, Minecraft is a thing. I don't know if they have a limited island. Minecraft map. No, not that. Oh, see, that's Minecraft. Shoot. Wait, why does it keep autocorrecting? Oh. Okay, this is not shit. Whatever. I don't know if the map is limited, but you can do like a big island. It doesn't have to be infinite. So QB asked, what do you think about Sims? I don't know. I never played it. Have to go. Andrew says have to go. Or is it Andre? Sorry, I'm really bad with names. Have to go, but because your vids, I actually got myself a Playdate, so keep it up, man. Hope to watch and learn more. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. Let's see. Meeple says me and my brother once had a lonely island world. Yeah, so you can do island. Koliga says Minecraft is bigger than the Earth. Yeah, so I mean, it doesn't have to be infinite. I mean, big enough is fine. Okay, so forest, and then let me draw an icon. Let's see, 32 by 32. So what do we want it to be? Oh, you know what? I think it'd be cool to have custom icons. So I think in gun rounds, every time it's always a skull. But I think like for this, I can have like custom island. Like I want to have multiple different. So there'd be like farmlands, or no, the forest, the cave, ocean, all that different things. And so let's make a tree. Okay, this is kind of trash, but it's just temporary. Why is it looking at a drumstick? Okay, wait, tree. I'm really putting myself on the spot here by drawing this live. Okay, whatever. We'll just do something temporary and put it here for now. Forest. So I just want to check the size. I think this is okay. It's too big. I think it's okay actually. So it'd be like something like this. Yeah. So Constantine says, "Hey dude, what you working on?" So still working on the Deckbuilding roguelike game. So currently I'm working on a level screen that should look something like this. So currently you go from the title screen and then you go to the level screen, but there's nothing there. And then you click A and then it brings you into the game. But I'm working on that thing. That should be there. So this forest thing should be here. And then maybe a shop. be some sort of like market stand. Okay, it's just a temporary art. That's what I tell myself. Okay, yeah, I'll have to think about what I want to put in here. So this is maybe what it would look like. I think I want to have maybe something, maybe a box, maybe a circle. Is arrow still the best? I don't know. So Constantine says, "Oh, nice. I've recently looked into game dev and tried it, but I have absolutely no coding experience. How can I get better?" So Meeple recommends Scratch. I never tried Scratch, but I heard good things about it. And then, yeah, I mean, yeah, if you have no coding experience, I'm not sure. There is that one Godot. What is that Godot course? It's like Godot beginner course. Site. It's from GD Quest, I think. Oh yeah, learn GD script from zero. I think this teaches coding from the beginning. You can try this. I've never looked into it, but I heard good things about it. Let's see. Kevin says maybe a box, but only the corners. Oh, right. I think that'd be good. Like this. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Kevin, you know what's up. This is good. Okay. And then let's go to the next level. It transitions. Okay. I think I'll figure this out off stream. I'm kind of I think we did enough today. I got tired. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, everyone. Because as a student in game dev, oh, you're studying game dev. That's cool. So yeah, that was fun. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. I'm glad this is helpful because it helps me stay motivated and stuff. Because I've been playing so much Minecraft. In fact, I think I'm gonna play Minecraft after this as well. Wait, should I just stream it? Yes. Should I just? Okay. I'll Okay, I'm just gonna switch to it. This is gonna be a Minecraft stream now. You guys have no choice. Well, I was gonna end the stream anyway, so this is a bonus. Let's see. I'll do a little tour of what I've been working on. Can I change the thumbnail? Customization. Details. Okay, whatever. I'll just keep it like this. Constantine says maybe I should try coding a Minecraft mod. Yeah, I think that'd be cool. It's a little bit, Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of resources on it. So last time, I think I was just mining last week, but I made this whole house. So there's that. Maybe we should sleep through the night. Oh, you are? Yeah, this is the Playdate, unofficial Playdate Minecraft server. And then what else did I do? So I made this. So I made a chicken, one of these. So I love, oh wait, let me turn on the stream volume. Oh, that's kind of loud. Tell me if it's too loud, by the way. So this automatically hatches chickens and kills them and burns them. Yeah, this animal rights violation, that's fine. It's a cow killing thing as well. And yeah, I really like doing these redstone things. It's like basically the same as programming. So there's an auto trash thing. Very cool, very cool. And then what else did I do? PETA, yeah. Don't tell PETA. So I'm working on a kelp farm. Let's see, where did I get to this? Okay. Oh, there's like nothing in here. Oh my gosh, this is not very efficient. Yeah, I'm working on this. I had one and I rebuilt it. And then I think this is a stick farm. Or for bamboo. Oh, wait, there's actually a lot of bamboo in here. Yeah, and then I can take you guys around the server. So I think Gov Bubs is making that. That's pretty cool. Oh my gosh. I think he finished. Oh, it looks great. I think that's from his game. Looks like someone's working on a bridge. And then what else is going on here? There's a lot of activity that happened. Yeah, the chicken cooker is great. I have a mine shaft here. Don't need to look at that. Let me know if the game volume's too loud or too quiet. And I think I need to pay someone. Let's see. 12 diamonds. Let's get some of these. Let's see. So this is, whose house is this again? This is Ray and Boxy's house. And then we have a mob grinder here. Let me show you guys that. Yeah, this is I'll just do a whole server tour. Why not? Yeah, it's cool. Mob grinder. Lots of resources. Everything's super full. Yeah, people have been going crazy on the server. I think I'll just do a server tour and then we can call it. And then I think someone... So Voxy made a villager trading hall, which is really good. Lots of villagers. And then this is simply in Dev's home. It's nice, very dwarven. Looks nice, looks nice. And we have a crazy iron farm that Voxy made. I think it's over here. And there's also a nether hub. And all these roads were made by Pizza. And we have not defeated the Ender Dragon yet. We're kind of slow. Let's see. Yeah, check this out. Oh. The amount of iron we have is... Oh, did it all get moved? We have like several, like a full double chest worth of iron blocks. I think I got moved. Because this thing is really efficient. What else? And then we have a giant Playdate statue. Let's see. And that'll be the end of the tour. That's most of it, I think. There's like some people's houses that are like way far out that I won't be able to get to. Yeah, but these roads are super nice. It's this way. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, that's dope, right? Yeah, that's cool. Okay, so that's a lot of the server, but we have a pretty cool town going on. So Constantine said he just had an idea. As Amiibo said, is it possible to run Minecraft on the Playdate? Oh, yeah, that'd be very difficult. Probably no. 1-bit Minecraft for the Playdate. Yep. I would love to make something like that one day. That'll be cool. Anyways, that's pretty much it. I think I'll call it for today. But that was a fun stream. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, everybody. I'll see you guys next week. And then I'll be going on vacation after that. So I think it'll probably be a couple more weeks 2 weeks of no streams, and then I'll be back on that grind. Oh, I'll be working on I want to try doing Ludum Dare this year. I've never done Ludum Dare, and I think that could be fun, and I might stream the whole thing or most of it. So it'd be like almost a whole day of me streaming, possibly game development. I'll probably do it in Godot. So we'll see. Depends on how tired I am after my vacation, but yeah. People said you did that right. Yeah, yeah, but it was like a really small demo thing, basically. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, everyone, and see you next time.